And then the earthquake happens and it destroys any infrastructure, right?
Every single thing.
There's no services. So basic things like water, food. Yeah. What was that? Because you literally survived it.
Yeah.
And what for you, was that the turning point? Was that when some fire in you just, because you had this work ethic, but there was this fire that ignited? Was it watching that destruction? Was it surviving it? Do you want to share what you felt and experienced?
So, I was 16 when the earthquake happened. I was in high school because I was in private school, because in private school, you have to stay to do your homework together with your classmates every day. That means my mom will come pick me up around 5 or 6 o'clock p.m. at the end of my homework. And that day, she felt like she has to come pick me up. She had that impression that I got to pick him up right now. And when she picked me up, I didn't know why. And I did ask her why she can pick me up. I jumped in the car and she dropped me off to my dad's orphanage, because my parents owned a few orphanages in Haiti at that time. And while I was in the orphanage with 12 other kids, and there was a little boy standing next to me who was on the bottom floor of a 3-story building, on the bottom floor. And that's when the building started shaking and collapsed on top of all of us. But the thing is, I didn't know that was an earthquake, because I had no idea what an earthquake is at that time. And I was scared, yelling while I was under that building. And this boy who was underneath me kept asking me, are we going to die? Are we going to die? And I had a strong feeling that no, we're not going to die. And then we spent the entire night under that building with the other kids in the orphanage. And while I was under that building, I started yelling so people could hear me outside, but no one could, because everyone, they went looking for their own family members. There's no one there that could even... It was
just chaos.
Yeah, chaos, yeah. Like everyone's looking for their own family members. Right. My mom wasn't there. My dad wasn't there. Like only the kids in the orphanage.
And you were taking care of them.
Yeah, because that's part of my job, to help them with their homework every day and to earn my money. And then while I was under that building, we spent the entire night. And the next day, but the thing is, in the middle of the night, I heard the other 11 kids stop screaming one by one, because they were slowly dying. And that next day, the new beginning. And I was waiting for people to come help me to get us out under that building. And for the first time of my life, I said a prayer. And I remember I said to God, if you save me, I'm going to serve you. And
you have.
I didn't know how, but
yes,
that was the promise I felt that I needed to make.
So you survived this, and you're still young.
Yeah.
What were the next steps that you took that led you forward to kind of get an idea of how God was going to use you?
So what after the earthquake, I had that strong feeling that I must be alive for some reason.
Yes.
That was like the beginning of something greater, much better for my life. And I was young, of course, but for me to be able to find that journey, that purpose of my life, it wasn't easy. But I knew that the promise I make with God, He will help me keep that promise if I'm willing to make that promise.
He provides the way.
Yeah. Like He was willing to walk with me if I'm ready to walk. And that's what happened.
So did you immediately start to see what your country needed? Was it obvious? Because you've shared with me that all of a sudden all these resources and donations started coming into Haiti.
Yeah.
But it wasn't getting to the people in the way that they needed it.
It's like nothing changed in the long term. Like,
right.
Do you understand how when you're trying to help someone, and in reality what you are giving to them are not exactly what they need. It's what they want, what you see they want in your eyes. But in reality, Haitian needs more than that. Not more than that, like different thing than what you can provide to them.
It's like saying, oh, you're hungry, so here's cotton candy. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's something to eat, but it doesn't feed the soul.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
And so did you start to see like, I need to get out of here so I can help, or did you want to stay to help?
So I start to really rely on what should I do? Where should I go? Because after the earthquake, I joined the church. I served a mission for 2 years.
Where did you serve?
I served in Haiti. I started in Dominican Republic, but I served in Haiti. And then I ended up
the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Yeah.
The long name.
Exactly. You're right. And then I ended up coming to Utah after my mission.
Okay.
That's like 5 years ago,
right.
6 years ago. And when I came here, I didn't speak any English, no money to survive, no place to stay. I was living at my friend's. And then he introduced me to the church bishop, to the bishop of my ward. And then I get to live with my bishop while I was working on my English to go to school. And I remember coming here, I saw so many opportunities. I knew I had to do something for my people.
And did you you have a really awesome philosophy about making sure you surround yourself with mentors.
Yeah.
Did you immediately see like, I'm just going to learn and I'm going to surround myself with people that inspire me? Is that what you did? And you knew like education, you had already been raised with that idea that education mattered. So what was an example of where you hit a wall and you were like, no, I'm gonna push through it? Where was your first, like, this is a wall and it could stop me, but I'm going to go forward?
I would say my English test.
Oh.
I remember I was getting ready to take that test and my mom was sending me $160 every time I'm taking that test. Every time I take that test. And for someone in Haiti to send you $160.
That's like...
Not only you failing, but they also failing because they are giving you that money back again. But the thing is, my mom, there's something about my mom that I can't describe. And I remember to go on my mission, my mom had to sell everything she has, everything she owned to send me on my mission. But when I came here, my mom has to do the same thing to support me with that English test. Because I remember I failed that test 5 times. That's 5 times 160. A wonderful mother in Haiti has to save that money to send to you. And I remember the last time I couldn't take that test. I couldn't pass. And I decided to go back to Haiti because I didn't want to stay illegal. I want to go back because I didn't have a student visa yet. I haven't. And then while I was in Haiti, I keep reminding myself of the promise I make. If you save me...
Under the rubble.
Yeah, if you save me, I am going to serve you. But for me, I knew that a better way I can serve God is through my people. And the way I can serve my people is by learning something outside of Haiti and bring it back home. So when I came here, I was looking for mentors, people that can help me discover power, gifts, and talents from God within me to help me create a better life for myself and go back to help my people fill their own cup.
Which is exactly, you have done that.
Exactly.